Hello, and welcome back to another We Power Daily podcast, a new segment that we've added this week into the We Power podcast series. And I'm so glad that you've taken time out to at least let us speak and drop something into your conscious, your subconscious, your spirit. And the We Power Daily podcast is all about subjects and topics that we deal with throughout the course of our business as we deal with our clients that we're coaching and mentoring. And as these topics come up, I will add them into the We Power Daily. And my hope, my goal is simply that it would help you, it will inspire you, it will motivate you. And it might be something that you're dealing with or something that you have dealt with and something that you can use to share with somebody else. And if you have not done so already, I would please encourage you to share the We Power Daily podcast with your friends and your associates, especially my Power 100, the Power 100. And if you're interested in the Power 100, feel free to drop me a a DM at P Anthony on Facebook. I had two accounts on Facebook. One account has been hacked and I'm trying to get back in it, but the other account that you can reach me at is P Anthony. So let's get into it. Today's topic is going to be use what you got. Use what you have. Being able to use what you have. I got a little different angle in this topic, especially when it comes to being able to finance your dream, being able to raise money and capital for what it is that you say you want to accomplish. And it may require an investment of resources that you may not have, or so you may not think you have. But I want to encourage you, as I encourage the client, use what you got. Take inventory of what you have. Take inventory of what you have spiritually. Take inventory of what you have physically. Take inventory of what you have in resources, products, services. Take inventory in what you have of your skill set, your gifts, and your talents, and begin to just look at how much you really do have to work with. Now, if you want to stay on the surface of that, then you're gonna that's a shallow way of thinking. But this topic is really encouraging you to think about what you really have. How bad do you want it? What do you really have to really invest in who you are, to invest in your next level success? Here at We Power Coaching, our job is to simply coach you to the very next level, to introduce you to the better you. And part of introducing you to the better you is getting you to take a deep dive into what you really have and what you're really willing to invest in yourself. What are you really willing to invest in you? How bad do you want it? Remember, if you've seen any of my YouTubes, we talk about what you believe, what you say you believe, or what you believe will always produce a corresponding action to validate that which you believe. What you believe will always produce a corresponding action to validate what you believe, not what you say you believe. You can say one thing and do something totally opposite of what you said simply because you don't believe what you just said. You can say, I believe that chair can hold me if I sit down. But if you refuse to sit down because you know that chair will not hold you, then your action is going to validate what you believe. If you say, yeah, I believe that chair can hold me, and you sit down, then your action will validate that in what you believe. Not what you say you believe, but what you really believe will produce a corresponding action. So if you say you believe in your dream, if you say you believe in what you're wanting to accomplish, then how bad do you want it? How bad do you believe it? There will be a corresponding action to validate that. And if the corresponding action is not lining up with what you say you believe, then the truth has spoken. No debate, no debate needed. So let's go into it. What do you have? What do you have that you can use to invest in your dream? Some of our dreams, are so gigantic. Some of our dreams are so large. It requires resources to begin to go down that road, to begin to take that journey. And I'm on a weekly call. It's called the Wealth Playground. And the Wealth Playground is a group where we talk about the mindset of the wealthy. We talk about understanding wealth. We talk about opportunities, financial opportunities, spiritual, mental opportunities, habits, and characteristics of wealthy people. We talk about I'm having $1 million. What does having $1 million look like? Do you know? If I ask you, describe what $1 million looks like to you, what would you say to me? If I just ask you, what would your definition of $1 million mean to you? What would you say? So we have those type of conversations on the Wealth Playground, and part of what that Wealth Playground means to me is it's requiring me to invest. It's requiring me to invest in myself. It's requiring me to take some time. I've got time to take that time instead of watching TV, instead of watching sports. It's important for me to take that time and invest in myself. So I'm encouraging you to take some time and invest in being able to identify what you have spiritually, physically, and in resources. Um, and we can go into this a little deeper. I will, because I want to keep the We Power Dailies to no more than about 10 minutes or so. But think about, create a inventory of what you have and being able to use that to invest in you, to invest in your dream, to invest in the things that you say you want to accomplish. And on the Wealth Playground, one of the things that is very powerful is I'm connected with like-minded people who are willing to invest in themselves and invest in the opportunities, not only individually, but as a group. I like the saying about the wolves. They say the strength of the pack and the wolves is in the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is in the pack. The strength of the pack is in the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is in the pack. So that's one of the things that you can identify that you have. Do you have a strong team? Do you have a good quality team? Not necessarily in number, but in quality. Do you have a good team? Are you in reasonably good health where You may not have the skill set, so you may need to go purchase the skill set to help build out what it is you say you want to do or achieve. So if you got that, you've got time, go get a part-time job and use the monies to be financed in hiring skill set and talent to build out your dream. Because that minor sacrifice will pay huge dividends if you have a good team, if you're able to purchase the skill sets and the talents that you don't have, but what you do have is the vision. And now you need help, you need assistance in carrying out the plays to allow that vision to come to pass. So this Week Power Daily is simply, we want to encourage you to take inventory of what you have that you can use to invest in your dream. And it's not always money. It may be resources that you have as your skill and talent that you may need to hire or put up for hire so somebody can hire you to help them build out their dream. But in them hiring you, it brings in resources for you to build out your dream. It's really a complicated piece that can be that you could peel back the onion one layer at a time to get to the core of the value of who you are and what you bring to the table. So as I'm wrapping this up, and I'm a couple of minutes over, simply want to encourage you to take time to inventory what you have and then begin to challenge yourself to use what you've got to get what you need so you can have what you want. Thank you for tuning in to the We Power Daily. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share the We Power Daily to someone whom you think may be able to benefit from it.